The backrooms are filled with levels called liminal spaces. These places can appear uncanny, eerie, or even nostalgic to some people, evoking some of your deepest emotions. They are the places that seem so disturbing yet empty. That's why today, I'm going to be building two notorious backrooms liminal spaces, also known as level 188 and level 5. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get started. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Backrooms recreation episode. For our first Backrooms liminal space, we have a really dangerous level, and certainly a popular one among all of you. This is also known as level 188. This level is an enclosed structure with architecture resembling that of a hotel. A large courtyard-like area is present in the center of the level, shown to have a geometric shape, surrounded on all sides by many small, square-shaped windows on each wall. The windows in level 188 are obscured by curtains. However, some of them are visible, seemingly looking into different locations that you could find throughout the backrooms. This hotel contains 5 floors that loop around the center courtyard, with hotel rooms that are mostly accessible, which sadly are fully furnished. The corridors in this level can be accessed via a simple staircase that can be found somewhere in the center courtyard. A notable thing about this level is when a window displays a separate location behind it, the doors leading to that room will be locked by unknown means. In all cases, any attempts to forcefully open these locked doors have failed. When it comes to entities, there are 2 entities that have been found in this level. The windows, a bony and reptile-like entity with red eyes, which hides behind windows and stalks you, along with the Aranya Membri, a spider-like entity that roams the corridors of this level, which would chase down and kill its targets. If you want to enter this level, you can do so by encountering a window in level 0. The only way to leave this level is going back the way you came, or entering a window which displays a different level. Now, this level will be very difficult to recreate, so I've recruited 3 of my friends to help me not lose my sanity. Now, to start this level, we first need to look at the general shape. In most pictures, it has a sort of polygon shape, with one side being a balcony area for each floor. This follows with the time-consuming process of looping rooms and hallways to get this really wonky shape, which looks oddly like a turtle. Since we are done with the shape, all we need to do is place thousands of white concrete blocks for the walls. I want to commit not live anymore. Add it onto the dark oak floor, mixed with some texturing. Then after that, we added the windows for this level by punching out 2x2 holes in the walls and simply duplicating the floor we made 5 times. To make it more backrooms accurate, and to have one less thing that you guys can complain about. Next, we spent another painstaking hour of adding a smooth stone roof and placing thousands of light blocks to help light the level up. Also, a funny thing I want to mention is, this is how many light blocks my friend placed. And now, it's time to start designing the rooms. Now, I could have just left the interiors empty and called it a day, but my idiot brain decided to do over 20 interiors. I can't cover them all, but here are some of my favorites. This cotton candy inspired room, this resin room, this pale garden inspired room, these 2 honeycomb rooms, and whatever the hell this is. Finally, all we need to do now is the floor of the center courtyard, which contains some weird geometric shapes. Follow this up with a few more adjustments to the interior, and there we go. We are officially finished with this level. This is a pretty decent recreation. I definitely put more effort than I should have overall, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Let's move on to the next level. For our next Backrooms liminal space, we have another certainly fancy hotel with a really old-fashioned interior. This is level 5. Level 5 is an infinite hotel complex with many rooms and halls. The level itself appears to have been constructed in the 1930s, with furniture dating back to 1920. There are 3 main areas in level 5 that are fully accessible. Firstly, we have the main hall. This area is the main section of level 5 and is the most common area to discover. The walls are covered in mahogany red and gold ornate wallpaper. The main hall being the most object-populated area of level 5, with pristine chandeliers, luxurious carpets, and sofas. This level is also fairly mysterious and infamous for the
strange noises that can be heard,
such as distant party chatter from the other side of the wall, and jazz music with no discernible source. This area of level 5 also holds many elevator shafts, which can range from modern elevators to antique elevators with a copper cage. Next up, we have the Beverly Room. This room is the main hub area in level 5. The room itself is very spacious, with many doors on all sides. The room only contains a small, fanciful table in the center, illuminated by a large chandelier. The doors of this area will either lead to the main hall or the boiler room. This room is a fairly large and is cluttered due to the mass amount of old machinery placed within. The area contains large vintage machinery and intertwined industrial pipes littering the walls. The temperature of this room is also extremely high, making heat stroke a bit of a worry. When it comes to entities, there aren't really many, besides a crap ton of death moths. To enter this level, you can access an elevator in level 3, by finding an old-fashioned stairway in level 4, or by entering a house in level 10. To exit this level, you can travel deep in the boiler room to end up in level 6. So when we first start replicating this level, we have the normal process of creating the general shape. I wanted to make something that was natural and intricate for such a fancy hotel. This also includes doing the silhouette of the Beverly Room and the boiler room, which gives a nice base. Next, we have the floor, which was absolute hell. It started with regular birch wood with a side scoop of glazed terracotta of different colors. I spent a lot of time trying to make it look good and it somewhat works, I guess. Afterwards, we all started placing the sandstone walls and the pillars for the level, which allowed us to add this really nice framing, which ties the whole level together. Once we were done with the quartz roof and lit the level up with some light blocks, it was time to begin with the interior. This includes some nice chandeliers, fancy plant pots, and comfy sofas. Once again, like level 188, we've designed some hotel rooms. For this level especially, we have some nicely designed rooms. The detail for this level is just chef's kiss. There's also a Gerald room for some reason. Well, we don't talk about Gerald around these parts. Moving on, we speed run towards the Beverly Room, which was actually really simple. It has basically the same features from just now, with the addition of doors, chandeliers, and that random table in the middle. Finally, we have the Boiler Room. Now for the floor, it has this nicely designed gradient made up of these blocks. We decided bricks were appropriate for the design of the uneven walls, as it seems very rustic and would fit the best. Follow this up with a quick interior, with some electrical wiring, pipes and machinery, and there we go. This is by far the best design level in the Backrooms series so far. It just seems so intricate and hotel-like. I honestly love this level. Thank you so much for watching, and as I always say, make sure to like and subscribe or a party goer will come to your doorstep.